Good morning. Good morning. Happy Freedom Friday. Or should I say afternoon? I forgot it's 12:01. But nevertheless, happy Freedom Friday. And I want to welcome you to day 14 of 21 business days of Skilling You Softly as I continue to take a deeper dive into soft skills each day for the last past 13 business days. I've briefly discussed the importance of personal and professional growth as relating to soft skills. My name is Sarita Price, and I am the coach who is skilling you softly to live and lead with confidence and boldness in the workplace and in every area of your life. So, listen, I'm so happy it's Friday, guys. That's the reason I always call it Freedom Friday. Well, because many times in the workplace or what have you, even as an entrepreneur, Friday is my day where I totally work on um, my business and I have a short day. So, most everybody's getting off work. Some people get off work early. So that's the reason I have claimed Friday as Freedom Friday. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump in, give you a brief recap. Soft skills. What are soft skills? They are those desirable qualities or those transferable skills that do not depend on acquired knowledge. Short, sweet, to the point, they are your people skills. That's what soft skills are. Great feedback, especially from yesterday, where I talked about having a positive attitude and actually went live again. And I strongly encourage you to go back and review that particular soft skill as well. But what are we going to be discussing today? Which soft skills? So today we are actually speaking on problem solving. And let me take this off here so you can. No, it's the next one. Okay. We'll put that back on. So we're talking about problem solving, which is, of course, the process of finding solutions to difficult issues. Um, there's other soft skills that have actually as I stated, they all are combined. They are hooked together in some manner because this particular soft skill, problem solving, is truly connected to critical thinking, in which I'll get to this next. So critical thinking, let me go back here. Okay. Critical thinking was that, I think it was let me go back and see. I think it was day 4. So briefly go, if you have not, after this broadcast, go back and look at the replay for day 4, what I talked about critical thinking. But critical thinking, of course, is a soft skill, but critical thinking is essential. It helps you with problem solving. You need critical thinking. And you know what? Actually, I actually did put the slide back in. Let's go back and look at a recap of what critical thinking is. So critical thinking actually help you with your help you better understand yourself, right? Their motivation, their goals. When you comprehend information, define the most important parts, and really apply it to your life, you can really change your situation and really promote your personal growth and your overall happiness. So critical thinking is necessary, is essential for problem solving. Excuse me. So let's go back and look at problem solving. What are the steps? So first thing first, you have to identify the problem. First, recognize what is the problem. Okay. This is we're talking professional, but this is personal as well. Identify the problem, because if you don't get to the root cause of the problem, you can't really truly move forward in your next steps to help you solve the problem. So, identify the problem. Conflict management. We talked about conflict management on day one, right? So, in order to, if it's conflict or what have you, all of this are part of problem solving. Having conflict management skills, having critical thinking skills, identifying the problem. What is the problem? Sometimes we think we know what the problem is. If we don't dig deep enough, we won't truly identify the problem. As I talked about conflict management, and I'm going to get to some more soft skills later with these. Actually, you're going to see this again. So, and then the next step, you need to analyze the problem. Put on your analytical hat, break the problem down, dissect it, right? Next, you want to describe the problem. Once you identify it, you truly get into it. I'm going to give you an example. The great topic in the world of HR is the great resignation. They're still trying to really truly identify why is this happening, which we know because of the pandemic, because of things, the world shut down, things shifted, things changed. Then you analyze, oh, okay, so why are employees leaving? Why are they not returning to especially specific industries, certain jobs? It's just not service jobs that employees are resigning from. It's in all aspects, in all industries, especially the healthcare field. There are so many healthcare professionals just saying, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm burnt out. I'm going to find something else to do. I know some healthcare workers, professionals, they're going back to teaching. They're teaching college or, yeah. So, analyze the problem and then describe the problem, which they call the great resignation. And then look for the root cause. This is really the one I want to get into. And I'm just using the great resignation as an example to walk you through this. Look for the root cause. The root cause is burnout. People around us are you got death, people are losing jobs, you got family issues, the crime rate has increased, people mental health is no longer stable. And people are getting to the point where, especially if you're on a job and your employer, not now, when I say this, I'm not talking about all employers. There are some good, awesome employers out there that are looking into situations and trying to find a cure for this to see what they can do as far as to stop this turnover rate and employees leaving. How can we retain our employees? And I don't want to jump to gun too much because I'm gonna get to that, what some employers are actually doing. So you want to look for the root cause. Treat your employees better. Have certain programs. It takes an investment. You're going to have to invest, whether you're a small business or a large business. Invest in what you need in order to retain your employees. And then you got to develop alternatives. Alternative, in my E here, alternative solutions. What else can I do? How can I retain my employees? And it's not a one size fit all solution. I'm just going to tell you that it depends on the company, the culture, and every certain solutions may not work for certain organizations. Now, I talked about small business and some of these other soft skills, especially you're talking about the service industry, restaurants and different business of that nature. They more than likely, a lot of them, they do have soft skills, and they are concerned about the employees because they're small and they're family oriented. A lot of small businesses are, but what can they do? They can offer the benefits of some of the things that larger organizations can offer, and that's another thing. Some of the employees who were in the service industry are leaving and going to larger companies who can have actually provide benefits like a 401k and health care and different benefits that maybe a small business cannot offer. So, small businesses are having to get creative. How do we get these employees? And I must say, especially if I happen to go to a fast food, go through the drive-through, some organizations, and these are big, the fast food chains, they're actually, some of them even alter their hours, or the service is not as fast because they only have a very few employees, and people are not, especially teenagers, they're not really want to, I guess you can say, find those particular jobs attractive anymore because of the long hours. Because if you recall during the pandemic, the fast food restaurant, I mean, they were open when no one else was open, and a lot of those employees are burnt out as well. So, root cause of the Great Resignation, I just in a nutshell, is burnout. So then you got to implement the solution. Is the next step. After you identify the problem, analyze the problem, describe the problem, look for the root cause, develop alternative solution, then you got to implement the solution. Well, some of the solutions now, according to a HR magazine, or Sherm magazine, is that magazine, and some of the articles and the research I've been conducting, the solution now, some companies are offering sign-on bonuses, and they're nice signing bonuses to help retain, or not retain, or attract employees and retain as well. And then, after you implement the solution, you got to measure results. So I'm sure now this has been going on now for the Great Resignation a little over a year, and unfortunately hasn't gotten better. But, I'm sure now you measure the results. So I am offering these sign-on bonuses. I am offering these different benefits and employee engagement. Some companies have, even before the pandemic, from the HR department, they've actually developed employee engagement committees. So this really keeps an employee engaged. They have fun activities. They do different things as far as corporate sponsorships, and they do a lot of in the community. Of course, when COVID came along, you couldn't do a lot of community, so that kind of put that on hold. But now with the vaccination, we having a vaccine. Now people are starting to get out more into crowds, but still do it safely. So measure the results. And I'm sure now they're just beginning to measure the results. Is this working? Are these employees staying with me? Are they, how is their performance? Are they still here? So, you really have to measure the results to determine if the action that you took to solve the problem, was it the right decision? So at the end of the day, it's about finding a solution to an issue, as we stated earlier. So now you pretty much see how this all ties in together as far as problem solving. And you can understand that how important, you can see how all these soft skills truly, they intertwine with each other. And you'll see more and more each time we go through these. As far as, I'm trying to pull up what is Monday's soft skill, just give you a little hint. So Monday soft skill, of course, this is actually day 15 on Monday. Remember, this is 21 business days. I take the weekend off. But nevertheless, Monday soft skills, we're actually going to talk about storytelling, which is interesting. You don't want to miss that as well. Okay, so we talked about that. All right, so this is the end of day 14 of 21 business days of Skilling You Softly. Let's keep in touch. As always, this is my information, my email address for all how to connect with me. Of course, my email address, but all things Sarita, that's where you can find all my social media platforms. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. What else did I leave out? YouTube as well, a YouTube channel. You can go back and actually look at these recordings as well. And I strongly urge you to especially go back and take a look at them, because I know for a fact that they can help you with your soft. So I want to thank you for joining me once again for day 14 of 21 business days of Skilling You Softly. As we continue to celebrate, and I don't celebrate Black History Month. To me, Black History is all year long for me. But as we celebrate Black History, I always say, and this is what I strive to do with everything I do, I'm striving to make a difference. I want to be my ancestors' dream. Okay, thank you. You guys have an awesome day. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.